Layers of the atmosphere. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, ionosphere, and exosphere. The vocabulary that you will need to know for this lesson are the following: sphere, tropo, strato, meso, thermo, and exo. I suggest making index cards to memorize these key words. Sphere means ball. Tropo means turning or change. The troposphere is where we have the change of weather. Strato means layer. The stratosphere is the second layer of the atmosphere. Meso means middle. The mesosphere is the middle layer of our atmosphere. Thermo means heat. The thermosphere is the hottest layer of our atmosphere. And exo means outside or exit. The exosphere is the very last and outermost layer of the atmosphere. Troposphere. The troposphere is where we experience weather. It is the lowest layer of the atmosphere and closest to Earth. It is also the atmosphere that is the most dense. This means it contains almost all of the CO2, water vapor clouds, air pollution, weather, and all life forms. The most molecules are found within the troposphere. Different air temperatures and density within this layer causes gases to mix continuously. This results in our change in weather. The stratosphere. The stratosphere is the layer above the troposphere. Gases are layered and do not mix very much in the stratosphere. The air in the stratosphere is very thin and contains very little moisture. So the air in the stratosphere is very, very dry. The stratosphere has cold temperature in the lowest parts. However, the higher in the stratosphere you climb, the warmer the air will be. Temperatures rise as the altitude increases because the ozone, or the ozonosphere, absorbs the UV radiation from the sun. We will talk about the ozone layer a little bit later. The mesosphere. The mesosphere is the middle layer of our atmosphere. It is also the coldest layer. That's very important for you to remember, by the way. Temperatures decrease as the altitude increases. So the higher up you go, the colder you will be. Oops. The mesosphere is also where we tend to have a lot of our meteors disappear. The thermosphere. The thermosphere is one of the upper layers of our atmosphere. The temperature increases as the altitude increases. So the higher you go, the hotter it will be. It is also less dense. There are fewer molecules in the thermosphere than in the troposphere. Particles do not often collide and don't transfer much energy. Within the thermosphere is the ionosphere, which I have to say is probably one of my favorite layers. The ionosphere. This is one of my favorite layers of the atmosphere because, well, it contains electrically charged ions. These ions radiate energy, such as shimmering lights. In the polar regions, you can see them, and we call them auroras, also known as the northern or southern lights. Yes, that's right. My bucket list includes seeing the northern lights. And last but not least, the exosphere. Oh my, what happened to the E? Anyway, It is a very thin layer of the atmosphere. The layer where atoms and molecules escape or exit into space. Okay, following this video, you'll have another video which tells you even more about the layers of the atmosphere.